This is something that a lot of people, they think they know what they're doing, but they don't. So I did not record barely any drywall yesterday. I was just in go mode by myself. But as you can see, we got quite a bit done in Daniel's room here. Closet is mostly done. We're gonna finish up all these bottom edges here. Today I've got Alex, he's back here. We're gonna finish up this out here, pretty much everywhere that we can. I got quite a bit done here in the laundry room as well. Yeah, I'm hoping by midweek next week, we can have the drywall completed in this house, at least all hung. That means we can start taping. So that is the goal for the next couple days. And then, hey, who is this?
Hi.
Yeah, we got Daniel here with us just for a little bit.
He's our project manager.
Oh, project manager Daniel.
Hi.
We are going to have a quick little snack and then we're gonna get going on drywall and get this junk done.
Screws into the drywall.
Drywall.
Yeah.
You wanna try?
Put your hand right on mine. Ready, set. Oh, nice work.
Let's do one more lap.
Ready, set.
Oh my goodness. All right, everybody, we are waiting for our plumbing inspection. That will be coming in 2 days. So hopefully everything will be all good there. We can do the last few sheets of drywall. But since we're kind of in a point where we can't do much, we are going to get going on the Durarock for the tile in the bathroom. For this process, I got this guy right here. What's going on? What do we got going on here, dude?
Well, there's a lot of prep work that goes in a tile. So for starters, B cleaned this the other day. I just cleaned it some more because if this surface is not clean, the thin set will not bond correctly, and then every other layer you put on top of that will fail. For tile, everything has to be really clean. So now that this is clean, we will apply thin set, get the cement board cut, and then nail that to the floor, and then that surface will be prepped for tile. Additionally, a few days ago, we checked it, make sure there's no crowns, nails, like weird things sticking up that can affect the tile later down the road. So a bunch of prep work, and now we're gonna start laying down some Durarock.
We are gonna get the camera set up here so you guys can just watch along with what we're doing here. Again, this is the kids' bathroom over here, AKA guest bathroom, whatever you wanna call it, I don't know. After we're done with this one, we're gonna hop all the way over to the master bathroom over there. Let's do this, guys.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
All right, everybody, as you can see, we started taping some of this drywall. By we, I mean me and B. I did hang and tape drywall for a living for quite a bit of time, so I do have quite a bit of experience with this. Most people hate doing drywall. You wouldn't have thunk it, but most people do. I actually really enjoy taping. I enjoy hanging too. I know, I'm weird. As you can see, we started doing some of the taping here. We're doing very specific spots in this house right now. We're trying to get certain areas wrapped up. I do have a neighbor actually that is gonna be coming in and helping me do texture because I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay on schedule if I don't farm out the texture. We're trying to get essentially the living room, office, kitchen done so we can get it all painted. So we're gonna focus on getting this all taped out and then have him come in and do the texture so that B can come in and paint. That being said, I do have a lot of experience with drywall. I drywalled for quite a few years full time. I'm gonna do my best to give you as many pro tips of the day on this one. So stay tuned for this episode, and then probably up into the next episode, we'll have a lot of drywall tips coming up here. Also, so I got Alex here. Alex is helping me out with the tile because that's actually what he has done for quite a few years. So he's getting all the DRYWALL set here. We actually ran out of thin set, so we did all the full sheets we could. This is the toilet there. So we still have to fill it in a few sheets here. We also got the DRYWALL done here in the kids' bathrooms yesterday, and I'm sure you guys have already seen that. This is all good to go. We're trying to get all of this flooring and tile and everything going so that as soon as we have our custom wood floors, which is going to be coming up in another episode very, very soon, we'll just be able to put the floors in and get it done. Super exciting. Make sure that you guys subscribe so that you guys can get all the pro tips. All right, guys, so this is something that I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch of flack for because everybody has their own opinion on how to do drywall. But this is from years of drywall experience, and I learned 100% from old timers. I didn't learn with all this new technology. I learned with a crew of old guys that have been doing this for 30, 40 years. Number one thing is there's two types of tape here. We've got paper tape right here and mesh tape. Yes, paper tape is slightly stronger than mesh tape. Slightly, just ever so slightly.
Just a little bit.
But it's not always the best application. It's different if you're running a bazooka and a banjo and you're just running it fast and easy and you really know how to use it and have your drywall done perfectly. By perfectly, I mean all of your sheets being very, very, very tight together. If you have any air gaps, a lot of times paper tape is not the best way to go when you're doing flat seams or butt joints. I was always taught to use mesh tape. Not for everything. You use mesh tape for your flats and for your butt joints, and then you use paper tape for your inside corners. That's just the way I was taught, and I really like it. It's much more user-friendly. Those of you who are going to attempt drywall for the first time, this is going to be the easier way for you to get your mudding to turn out better. When you use paper tape on your flats and on your butts, and even in your corners, you're gonna have it sometimes, but sometimes the mud will sag out. And so you wanna use the mesh tape as much as you can. First of all, because you can just stick it right on your wall and it stays there. You don't have to put a coat of mud, put your tape on, then put another coat of mud on top of it. You literally just stick this to the wall and mud right over it. The edges here, you wanna take your knife, here, go like this, and you just wanna score all the way around both sides, because that'll keep the strings from becoming like 20 feet long when you tear them off. That's my suggestion, is flats and butt joints, use mesh tape. Corners, use paper tape. You're gonna be much less frustrated if you use as much mesh tape as possible. I've been doing this a long time. It's still easier to just use mesh tape. And for things like bathrooms, kitchens, laundry rooms, where you're gonna have high moisture, it's actually better to use mesh tape as well, because you don't have to worry about mold. Paper tape will mold. So the difference between a flat joint and a butt joint, where your ends of your sheets come together here, this is a butt joint. You definitely have to fan out your mud quite a bit more here to be able to get everything to kind of flush out and be nicer. This is your flat joint right here, where you have the factory tapered edge here. Much easier to tape a flat joint. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a flat joint or a butt joint. For the inside corners, I use paper tape here, mesh tape here. And then one thing that I will say as well, once you put your corner beads on, always mesh tape your corner beads too, because then you don't have to worry about those corner beads cracking out. A lot of people do not do that, and I can usually walk right into a house and immediately tell if someone did not mesh tape their corner beads, because almost every single corner bead, you will see a crack in it. Also, another pro tip here, when you are doing your first coat on your corners and your first coat on your flats, don't use all-purpose mud, guys. Use something that hardens up really, really nice. And by that, I mean use hot mud, bagged mud. It's a little bit more difficult to work with because it does have a set time. But when you're doing your first coat, if you have big gaps and you need to pre-fill some of those gaps, definitely use hot mud. But then you switch to your buckets of all-purpose mud. When I go around and do all my touch-ups, if I'm gonna do, say I wanted this to be smooth coat, then I'll come back with this to do all of my touch-ups with a lamp. We don't have to worry about that here because we're actually gonna be doing a heavy-duty skip trowel here. It just makes it so I don't have to do as much mudding here. Tape, first coat, maybe a quick second coat, then we can go right to the texture. So those are some of my tips. Make sure you cut the edge of your mesh tape. Use as much mesh tape as possible. Paper tape always for the inside corners. Mesh tape your outside corner beads. Use hot mud for your first coat, hot mud for your texture, and then just have fun with it. All right, guys, so I have not recorded in just a little bit because I forgot the GoPro at home.
Yeah, it was just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, whatever, okay. Tons of shapes. B.
B. Not B-E-A. B.
And not B-E-E. B. All right. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to show you guys what I got done the other day. I have all of the island essentially in place here. This is our end panel on the, I guess, the south side of the island. All of our cabinets are now mounted in place. I was able to get all these drawers all installed. Took me a second with the glides because I didn't know which hole to put the screws in. We have a couple cabinets right here that I need to put together, one for there, one for there, and we're gonna try and get the rest of these cabinets all assembled so that we can have some room to work in here because you fell.
You're working on plumbing?
Yeah, Dan. I think Daniel wants to become a plumber. Do you want to be a plumber?
Yeah.
No, but you like working with the pipe.
What's the shape?
What is the shape? What's your favorite shape there? Can you pick one out that's your favorite?
What's your favorite? Which one do you like the most?
Triangle.
Triangle?
What are you doing today, Dad?
I don't know. That's a good question. What am I doing today, everybody?
What am I doing today?
You're gonna start drywalling. Oh yeah, you guys are both gonna drywall together. And Cece, what are you doing today, Cece?
I'm just being aware because I could do that.
Cece was literally outside eating a dead cow head.
Today?
Oh yeah, and then she just licked your face. So, ooh.
I'm hungry, Susie.
Oh, you're hugging Cece? Is Cece your favorite animal?